We're back. I'm gonna finish this quest if it's the last thing I do. I can't believe it took like so how long did it take? It took like 5 hours last time and I was only like I'd hope I'm at least halfway through it. But it seemed like I was on like a midway through a story. Like it didn't feel like I was near the end. So I'm assuming there's still some. Maybe Miss Girl is back wanting attention and photos. Yeah. Oh my god, the frame rate is... Okay, maybe I need to reopen my game. Hold on. Because last time this happened, it was like atrocious. Like unplayable. Oh, I love flashbang. Come on. Flashbang warning. Oh my god. I'm like having the OBS just to reduce the light. Maybe I should play with the lights on. Okay, that's a bit better. Maybe she wants to cuddle. Put the blanket on and she's clean. The only problem with that though is the PC might overheat, but it's a price I'm willing to pay. The there you go. And back to dinners. Oh, today's snack of choice is
but I do have
shapes.
one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
I didn't put on order.
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rarer and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight time. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind
I
you
know
as
it's
well.
so cute.
And the rest of you?
The rest of them are in too deep.
No
to back out.
objections? All right. Then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights of Favonius.
Heh. Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work
She
if
said we
everyone
can-
does
if she
their
just
part.
said no, they wouldn't have
Flint
known.
and I
But she
will
went and
absolutely
confirmed
support
it.
it.
We shall indeed. You'll be
She just
glad
went
you
and
accepted
confirmed
our
it.
help.
It's pretty
Also,
good.
you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangama Bay.
No, they
So, the
No, they
longer
fucking
your name, the higher your net worth. Is that the idea here? In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name. It's...
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise? Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around? It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours. Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't
Wait,
start building
what?
a little goodwill now,
The
my
mom
whole
of
business
someone-
in Notcry is gonna go down the drain.
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
My brain went
It's
straight
a
to
lucky
Mahito, even though
charm
it's
that a
probably
great
not
mage
Mahito.
made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect myself with. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kovaki, and then never went and used it all up at once. Never lost so big in my life.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant, but I'll make it up to you.
You will? Well, in that case, how about you give me your chess set, and we call it even.
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Raker of Solnari. Deal?
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
Balkus was gaslighting her.
Dory, how are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangama Bay would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here! Ah, it's so pretty! Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very attractive offer. Aha! No wonder you were talking about
Dory just
lucky
knows
charms
everyone
at the
at this
meeting.
point.
You've been getting Kave to make them for you.
Oh.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated, but if you want to know more, you can ask the Dendro Archon about it sometime. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kashara War talents, he was the obvious choice. Took him long enough.
actually
He
doing
stressed
something
over
and
it
not
for
just screaming.
ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kaveh for you. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be, could be.
They
Anyway,
definitely didn't
I
tell him.
just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case, because it would involve grave danger.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff.
He's
Either
just
way,
getting new
all's
gossip
well
to
that
share
ends
with Al
well.
Hytham.
I'm just glad to finally have
He's just
my
getting
hands
new
on the
tea and
product.
Sumeru.
I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead. Huh? What does that look mean?
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get serious about something.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big beaming smile. Obviously, Mora plays a big part in that. But there are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a favor, or showing some kindness. Alice has been a
She is
huge
not
help
used
to
to
me
this,
over
is
the
she?
years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangama Bay is the best in the business. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes. Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me like something I'm not. My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord Sangama Bay business model.
All right, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Much easier for everyone involved if you just take my word for it.
That's how you
Oh,
get
and
scammed.
could you two help me get this
That is
stuff
how
where
you
it
get
needs to
scammed.
be?
Don't
Thanks
take
so
the word
much.
of the
You're my
businesswoman.
favorite assistants.
Assistance. Durin! Been waiting for this moment since Dragon's Mine. Just the random thing from across the screen.
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Durin, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
What? You can actually dissect the Wild Hunt?
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But taken as a collective, the medium through which the Wild Hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptotire, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence.
Isn't that the curse of immortality?
Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rerir of Solnari either.
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it?
But
we can't defeat him?
The Traveler have
Not
the
even
good
if
stuff?
we get the power of the Three Moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Seeing Durin's model right next to Albedo's is so jarring. Like, look at the detail
Everyone almost forgot! This is for you.
Someone give
Dory
man
asked us to
Albedo
bring
a
it.
freaking model upgrade.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip. Durin and I will be heading off shortly.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
All right then. Stay safe.
More cutscenes. Love to see it.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka. Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting for the future of Nodcry. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence, please follow his lead.
Hey, everyone.
He's not
Guess
the
I
person
should
to be
introduce
doing
myself. Well, to start with, I know my way around a battlefield. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and sound.
He's not funny! He's not funny! I feel so dry. What the heck on?
something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainsleif?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
I have a
This is the
different
most
relationship with
dyslexic
names
lore
than
I
other
would have
people.
expected out of this.
To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, not in the same way that Dainsleif is yours. But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more
different from
perceptive
other
than
ones.
most. I'm sure your
Things with
long
the
life
Discord
and rich range
moderators.
of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleif?
Yes.
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend? He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life. Some friendship, that is.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us?
He's like, that's enough of that. You fighting him or not?
You see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for it.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest.
And yet the
And even
Harbingers
now,
didn't go for her.
they still support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there?
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
Dang it, I thought she was gonna do a thing where she jump scare us, so she like comes up behind us.
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari. I'm afraid I need a little time, but I will seriously consider joining you.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will be so grateful to hear that!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about whether you're willing to join us.
Dangsley finally does something for the first time in Genshin history, instead of just coming in, dropping 5 sentences about Kamiya, and then leaving.
It's nearly showtime. Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
So pretty.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
He might be Shadow.
In the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerves.
I love my character.
But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine. Please, I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
The goods have been delivered? Yeah.
Ino asked me to relay a message. She said Anetha will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Ino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chess set's looking a little unstable.
A little?
It won't hold him much longer.
A little?
We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting
Do I have
around
to fight
waiting.
him?
Let's make the first move
Like,
while
if
we
this
still
was
have the
Lua,
option.
I know I'd be fighting him. But
I
this is
agree.
Genshin, so-
Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, traveler!
I will.
Paimon using the hidden Joe-style technique.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Okay. Oh. Is this a unique loading screen? Oh.
Stay
The
on your
moonlight betrays
Yep.
you.
You too! Let me help you guys! Big this!
Hunt them down!
Oh, I'm raising an action. My bad.
Forest, protect us.
How unfortunate. No more lies.
Let's be fresh to watch it.
Pathetic!
I think this
The
motherfucker.
moonlight. It's all futile.
Water jet!
Can't hide the truth.
Pathetic! Hunt them down!
It all adds up.
How the fuck do I use iron?
Be silent. Night falls. Observe. Night falls.
Is that
Futile.
only Hydra application this fucking character? This stupid Hydra MC. Look at this shit. This can't be real.
Lush as the moonlight. By the Frostman of old.
Bombs away!
Pathetic!
No more lies. Seek within.
Futile, hunt them down!
Okay, I just warned you.
I better wrap this up.
Moonlight, move!
Close your eyes.
The moonlight betrays you.
Look, I'm playing twins and then he just doesn't attack.
Move!
Go!
The moonlight
My blessing.
betrays you.
But the moment I swapped the method,
Close your
eyes.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Oh, I have to use the thing one?
Do you see now?
Enter the song.
Fairphone, when will it be as you foretold?
Your foul spirit is not welcome here.
For the everlasting forest.
Be silent. Observe. Fear the dark. Close your eyes.
Receive my blessing.
Be silent down!
Observe. Night falls. Be silent. Night falls.
Futile!
You quite finished.
Not even dash that many times. My balls.
Move! Pathetic!
Observe. Be silent.
My bad for trying to
Night
press a button.
falls. Steady now.
I just hit the 3 dashes in a row and he was still attacking.
You're just dead meat!
Lush as the moonlight.
Close your eyes. Be silent. Fear the dark.
Your little game of
And I'm guessing there's a phase 2. It might be good.
Who wants to go first?
Why did you keep running away?
Get out of my sight!
It's because it's so long with no breaks. Yeah, it is. You literally have to sit for 6 hours
We've been
straight.
separated.
And then you get the first break.
You okay?
Oh,
Nepper, where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier.
I hate that he's a stupid ass character, bro! Fucking Hydro Traveler!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
I'm fucking dash cancelling because if I don't, she just gets interrupted.
Lauma!
This shit
Can
might
you
be
hear
fun.
me?
Silence.
Limited balls.
Voices are gone.
Run.
But at least we know they're still there. We need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just stalling him. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come. Wipe out!
This is fun ass character.
Seek within. No more lies.
It all falls into place. And they give you Hydro Traveler? Exactly. Like, what the fuck, bro? What is my Hydro application? I can't swap! I can't swap! I can't swap characters. This is off. I can't swap to Nefa! What? Oh my god. Thanks for appearing last second. I'm dead. You're just getting the shit.
How much power will it take?
I have to restart! There's no way. Is it your Hydro application for the list?
Deception ends here. It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
Look at this shit, bro. This character. It's not real.
The mystery unravels. It all adds up. It all falls into place.
He just said use Kawaki. It's the only fucking character I ever met when I think he's left to her.
No more lies. Time to come clean.
Wipe out!
The deception ends here.
Did Trevor just fucking miss? Please don't tell me Trevor just fucking missed. I attacked his skill because I was like, you know what, fuck it, it's not worth it anyway. But she actually missed.
Water jet!
Destroyed!
Bad hydrant down the
It all adds up.
I've got this.
It's like that one phase in the Star of Fire where you just stand in it.
The shield's broken. I can't keep this up.
Where am I, balls?
Don't push your luck.
How much power will it take?
Called the Noel for solid 40 episodes of Flesh.
No more lies. The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
Bombs away!
I'm literally been backed into a corner by a guy twice my size.
It all falls into place. Seek within.
Don't even get my line. Come on.
It all falls into place. Time to come clean.
Wipe out!
Well, this fight is going to take
Run or hide.
Am I just like not good at playing this game?
No more lies.
Am I supposed to be doing more damage?
Curses. There's no other way.
Hello, where's the last one? I'm fucking tweaking.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
So wait, we're supposed to be rage baiting him right now? But the only person getting rage baited is me.
Never! Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist. And then, I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on. Keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat.
You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved.
She is rage baiting
You cannot
him!
win the fight against fate, Rarier.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid!
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Is that blood in my Genshin Impact?
Let's see what becomes of you! What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
More accurate Alberta versus gameplay Alberta.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
The cold is actually more
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine
exactly,
Daughter in our
like, why
midst.
randomly suddenly found
How
this
about
story?
that?
Even the flying Kukulin.
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
It's literally Giordano using the time stop against Fury.
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rarier.
That was the cherry on top with all the rage.
We won.
He got rage baited to death. Exactly. The whole plan was to rage bait him, and then rage bait him again, and then further cement the rage bait with Dainsliff. This is what it's like to play Valorant solo queue.
Never. How are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
Is that actually
Not-
blood
Let
in
me
Genshin?
handle it.
That's crazy. She would drop it into her eyes. Ew! The amount of... You know what? I'm not gonna say it. Let's just say,
Miss
I
Never.
hope kids don't imitate this.
It's not like you to lose your composure.
Of course, and I love this
That was the
weird
most
use of
reckless
the
thing
hero
I've
eyes.
ever
Exactly.
seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an incredible victory. In
Also, it's
business
kinda
terms, I
symbolic
suppose that's a
because-
huge return
because
on
the
investment.
god that blessed her
I'd be
is
hard-pressed
symbolized
to
with
argue
the eye.
otherwise.
Still, I don't
So
like this
smart.
outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make, whether that means faith, strength, or in this case, your ability to even see. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
We get it, Llama. Jeez.
Thank
just
you.
whack her up already.
Really.
Can't wait for the Nefer
Well done.
Llama ship out on Twitter. They already have it for Flynn's and Vodka.
Don't
I
try
swear.
and open
If the
your eyes
Nefer
just
Llama
yet.
doesn't come
We'll
soon,
see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then,
fuck it, slap Danes
please
and
follow
Columbina in
your
there too.
recovery plan
I just want
to
to
the
see good
letter.
art.
I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax, and rest. My
Like,
dear
please, it's so
friends,
obvious.
we have fought bravely and
With
achieved
the amount of art
a
people made of Yai Miko
spectacular
invited,
victory.
I'm surprised there
The
hasn't
dark
been Nefer
cloud
Llama
has
yet.
been lifted from the skies of Nodcry. All in this land will be grateful for what you have done.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both.
She sounds like an Aranara. The moon will remember. The forest will remember. The side of never navigating the road with her eyes closed as a new one who pursues cautiously over so that she seems a bit smug. She seems always smug. Huh? She's like,
There's something
yeah, I
I
did
want
that.
to let you know.
What is it?
She walked home blind.
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
She just soul bonded?
Huh.
Really soul bonded?
Hold on. Let me try.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me. In the past, you never used to open up about yourself.
Things are a little different now from how they were.
To Lauma. Honestly,
I'm learning
same.
to share how I truly feel with my friends.
Columbina saw
Friends.
Lauma put that white gooey liquid
You
in
have
Nefer's
no
eyes and she's
idea
like,
how
"Me too, me
glad
too."
I am to hear that.
I just fucking deleted my topic.
Yay! You're awake! How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
Phew! Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night. Poor Paimon had to eat all by her lonesome.
I thought she was gonna
Glad
say
to
poor
hear you
Paimon
didn't
had to eat all
starve.
of your food too.
How was the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She couldn't enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Varker and the others are organizing a victory feast and they want to celebrate with you. He also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing those.
How can you
If you're
tell?
feeling
She
up
really
to it,
just sat
let's head
up.
over now. Wouldn't want to
Paimon
keep them
just
waiting.
yapping.
We're here!
Oh, Traveler and Paimon!
Oh my god,
Perfect
Yehoda.
timing! We were
Haven't seen her
literally
face in,
just
like, 10
saying how
years.
there's no way we're holding this victory feast without you any longer, and we would have postponed it till tomorrow.
How are you feeling today?
Much better, thanks. Don't worry about me.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know. Happy to check you over at any time.
That sounded so.
We're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
Heather, how are your eyes?
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days rest. I can actually open them again now.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to strain your eyes while they're still healing.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
How can you
Yehuda,
strain your eyes?
could I
Like
borrow
walking
you
in on,
for a
like,
moment?
on
I could do
Genshin
with
for
an
10
extra
hours
pair of
straight?
hands.
Is that how you strain your eyes?
Sure! Coming! Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back.
Yehuda's so real for
Paimon,
that.
you still like 'em sweet?
Yehuda's so real for that. No, let's go.
Make it extra sweet, because Paimon's earned it.
Sure thing!
Took her assistant, robbed her right in front of her.
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think? No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say.
Lauma calling other people snakes is kind of crazy.
Perhaps.
I mean,
I'm
frickin'
sure it
Nefer
sounds
calling
like a
other people
very
snakes is kind of
wise
crazy.
and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me? I think hatred is a perfectly justifiable emotion. What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep on living. If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck in the past.
Is it just a
It's
Subaru
just
thing?
I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a fool. That's why the academia turned their back on him, and why the other tribes ganged up on him. Oh, father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me.
Right. That's
So that's
definitely
enough
how
for you to
that
decide
works.
he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work as a spy your whole life and expect a happy ending. It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making. But it's still human nature to want to go on living. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think?
That's a bit of a stretch.
Oh, really?
She's like hard going in
Well,
on
it
this
takes
guy,
a
like
very
she actually
kind
hates him.
person to find compassion even for liars. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. Because all they care about is themselves.
Okay, that's true.
For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go
doesn't mean you should
sharing
want
the
them
news
dead.
around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me. So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Oh, is that what it looks like?
That's probably why Llama has a soft spot where she's like, oh, look how hateful you are.
You all know my past now.
You hate the world.
And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So I guess I just have to put up with you. For the foreseeable future, at least. When you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective and play your hand accordingly. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you. I trust you'll respect my wishes as a friend. But don't forget, I will also be watching you like a hawk.
Oh no, she's gonna be watching me like a hawk. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Very good.
Oh wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down,
Whatever shall I do?
I suddenly remembered something.
Me. Oh no.
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
Huh? Am I imagining things?
Guess we're checking that out. Gotta love how it's a 2-second walk, but they're still gonna just like cut me off.
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on. He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
Talking about him like he's some kind of human scum.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the Academia?
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the Curatorium.
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First time hearing about it.
Let's see. The
Dory
first
just has a
plot of
billionaire
land
who
you
doesn't
purchased in Nod
he
Cry,
doesn't give anything to
your
charity.
desert
They
interests,
only give less than 1% of the fucking network.
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary? Yes, I heard about that too.
How did you...
You're a curious case, Lord Sangama Bay. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you? But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a will, there's a way. You did it for Sumeru.
I always liked Dory. That's because I played in JP, right?
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste
I played
otherwise.
in JP up until
I figured
Fontaine.
if I built something there, it
JP
might at least
Dory
get
is
some use
different.
in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster
The thing is, she
before,
did the exact same
and I don't
thing
want to
in
lose
the
any
Sumeru
friends
quest. People
or
just didn't
business
like her
partners
voice.
if I can help it. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine. Where everyone could live happy lives. It was something I looked into. But after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more effective strategy. The tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora, and all you care about is growing your own wealth.
I mean, that's
So,
true.
what's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes, I love Mora, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
But surely you have dreams of your own beyond just making Mora.
In my head,
You don't get
I
it,
need
do
to get
you?
freaking
My
IEMs,
dream
like,
is to invest in
like
other
videos on
people's
a girl.
dreams. And, you know, make a nice little slice for
Okay, like,
myself along the way.
dragging hair into my ear hole.
Just thinking about it makes me happy. That sweet, sweet sound of Mora.
Thank you.
For the device?
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been away from home for a very long time.
Yeah. So long that I barely remember what my family even looked like.
That would be your mother, father, and sister?
Doria's a sister?
Yeah, though it's been years since my sister passed away.
My
It's
bad, I
not
didn't
like I
know.
want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating business person. Beyond a certain point, if something isn't helping you, it just gets rid of it. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind's eye. It's become a vague impression.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me, that's the one silver lining in all of it.
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that life is much better now than it was back then.
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora, a big beautiful house, business is booming, and I'm as happy as can be.
That's one way to see
You've
her
got a
up, I
lot going
guess.
for you too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's plenty of Mora to be made in that line of work.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Before I talk to the next person, I want to go in that door and check. Because it made a sound. Nothing.
Back in my day,
Dang it. I thought I was actually going
How
to
have
be
you
able
been
to check
holding
it.
up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine. I mean, I barely did anything, so...
Did anything? Not
What?
drank anything?
You're too humble, young man.
Oh, they're talking about the fight.
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nodcry. We can't thank you enough for your support. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to accept it calmly and with grace. It's important to learn how to
You
respond to
deserved it.
words of admiration.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get the job done.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Durin played a big part in forming the alchemical array.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Okay, yeah. I did work pretty hard to help prepare for the battle. No point denying that.
Hey, you guys!
I think he's further on the spectrum than I am.
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now?
Is he even older?
Sure learned a lot recently.
They're not gonna hit him with
Handling a
the too
drinks
young.
order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast learner, just like your brother. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp the principle and how the process works.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage them in battle. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of the alchemical array. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot, which is where the confrontation took place. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was far better for him than staying in limbo.
Absolutely.
Did they even end up telling Dainsleif that that's not
He was
River
torn
anymore?
between
It's
two
just his
paths,
corpse
but in the
being
end,
used by
he
Abyssal
made
Gum.
his choice and stuck to it resolutely. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person who'd stay trapped in limbo for long. Anyway,
He's also not the type of
however
guy
you
who
cut
cooks
it,
for very long.
everyone gave a stellar performance. And now, it's time to kick back and celebrate.
Dainsleif's the kind of guy to be like, this guy was rude, I hate him, and then hate him for like hundreds of years. So, yeah. Definitely not the type to be stuck on
That's
something.
the only reason you're here.
Yes,
He makes up his mind
I've thought a
instantly and
lot
then he's
about
gone.
it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends. I think this is very important. So I felt I had to come and tell you.
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now.
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down.
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point?
Polonia, please see Lady Columbina
There's no
to the
way
door.
she said that.
Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
That's actually a masterclass. Sandrone better be playable soon, she's so cute. Yes, he is so cute! I think the English voice adds so much to Sandrone. But also, Columbina Rage
Last
Bait
time
is
the
10
Wild
out of
Hunt
10.
escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time?
I have to get Columbina if I'm gonna get Sandrone.
See how you were doing now that it's all over.
Why?
Nutcry
Out
might
of
be the reason
concern
of
for my
Rage Bait.
safety?
I swear every character has
I hope you didn't seriously think
participated
that the
in some
Rapier
form
of
of Rage Bait.
Solnari would
Even
be able to
Lauma.
lay so much as a finger upon me, given how
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste.
So we
My
are invited to tea
coasters
time.
are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations.
You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant, dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that. Trying to predict the future is like
The
daydreaming.
pent-up rage.
And writing
No
about
wonder
the
she's
present
so
just
easy to
makes me
rage bait.
furious. The past is my favorite. If If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer.
Elaine
Who
Gulati?
else? Pretty much
What?
all the mecha and Fontaine are his personal handiwork.
Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend?
I mean, I guess we were friendly enough.
Yeah, he was alive
Yep.
hundreds of years
In
ago.
fact, I'm probably
And
the
turned-
only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request, but I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have been such a waste.
So, that's where the formulas in your notebook are from?
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of
follow
crossword
Cecilia
puzzles.
Santos
They're just
323.
dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored. Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in comparison. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least, solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me, because I lose a few brain cells in the process. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends.
Me when I was doing the
Alain
fucking...
Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their
called-
childhood years together in the Narzissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between
I can't
them.
believe this picture
But it
made a
was a
comeback.
friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper, a sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end, the prophecy would come true, the apocalypse would arrive, and the future would never be. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics began to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world.
Wait, so she is the girl!
As
Oh
if
my god,
Renee
the
and Alain
theories!
had been people
The
of
theorists win
lesser
again!
wits.
They win
That
with
dream
Durin,
would probably
they
have
win
ended
with
up as
Wanderer,
something
they
for
win
them
with
to joke
Santorini.
about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect, and it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain
Oh my
did
god, I
not
can't believe I'm
approve
getting
and
this
parted
quest
ways
in the
with
main
Renee.
quest.
It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world, even before the apocalypse came. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. Though of course by then it was far too late. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his delusional dream? Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective.
I think it depends. Because
What
he
a
is
cop-out.
insane.
But I suspect you'd have a more incisive and insightful answer if we dug into
In
it
a
further.
good way and a bad way.
I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I like fools who let their delusions take control.
Okay,
Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. But he had a sage-like intellect. And still managed to get himself lost in a labyrinth of his own desires. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, Alain lost his friends and family. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause or anything. After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friend. I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space to breathe in his lifetime.
Damn.
Once he
Random
realized
Fontaine side
that the
quest
end of his
mentioned.
life
Yeah, exactly.
was approaching, he
But
finally
this quest was
accepted the
insane.
truth. The Nazissenkreuz Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas,
quest line. I actually
trading
did
them
it all.
in for the fairy
It's
tales
actually
that
a
had
really
played
good
such a
quest line.
formative role in his
It's just
childhood,
unfortunate
but
that it's a
which he
world quest,
barely
and if a
touched in
world
his
quest is
adult
longer
life.
than 2 hours, people
He
actually
told
just
me
don't
that
do
the
it.
director of the Nazissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories. Apparently, they worked wonders at sending kids off to sleep. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else really mattered. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain.
Yeah, the guy's up in the fucking
And
clouds.
that is the story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz Institute
It's not voice, it's really long. They
both
just
wanted
talk
to
about
save the
NPCs for all
world.
the side quests. Yeah, exactly.
One
That's
went
why
all in on
no one
his
can sit through
fantasy
them.
of
It takes like a
salvation
different level of
without ever looking
hyperfixation to
back,
actually sit through this shit.
and ended up calmly sinking to the bottom of the deepest sea.
I'm
The
just
other
glad
sought
I'm the type of
desperately
person
to
who
burn
actually reads
bright in his
books.
life,
So
even though he
having
wasn't
like
sure
the
where he
text
was
be
going.
attached with an image is already an upgrade for me.
I do sometimes wonder, why is it
But
that people like them have
people who
such
don't
grand
like
hopes
reading,
of saving the world?
especially books,
Even the grandest tree
this would
starts
be
as a tiny
impossible.
seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission
You
to
just end
save
up
the
getting a
world began
TikTok
with a
of the
very
YouTuber
simple
explaining Genshin lore
desire:
quests. Yeah,
to
basically.
save themselves.
It's that one,
They were young children with friends
pink-haired
and
YouTuber,
family
or
who
it's
mattered to
Minzlip.
them.
In their
Desires
set.
to explore the meaning of life. Ambitions to
Shout
have
out
a
to the pink
successful
YouTuber, exactly.
career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away in one fell swoop. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life.
I'm pretty sure Minzleaf has a
But
full fucking
instead,
video
the search
that
for
talks
their
about the
own
Messaging
salvation
Towards
took them down the
Institute's quest
rocky
line, like
road
the
laid
whole
out
thing
by fate.
summarized. With all its implications as well.
Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world?
Yeah.
The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked him the same question back when he was in his prime, putting all of his energy into his work. He gave the exact same answer as you did.
Yeah, that's her name, Minzleaf.
No elaboration, just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work. He was always
the queen of
that
coming
way.
up on TikTok and explaining quests you
Alright,
missed.
tea time's over.
Me when I press skip too
I owe
fast and I miss
Arlecchino
one
a
line of
favor for
dialogue that
telling me
reveals
these
something
stories.
about the lore that
I'll have to bring a whole
that I
set
should
of
have been
gifts
paying
the
attention
next time I
to.
visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting me. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
I get all nostalgic when they talk about Fontaine. It's done. The quest is done. Wow. You know what that means? Sonic Girl, do you wanna play Overwatch? Oh, I'm not fucking human.
Add Astra.
Let me collect all
Thank
this
you for
shit first.
Add Astra.
I want to get Durin, so with whatever little gems I have left, I'm just not gonna pull on that big banner. Because I don't even have Lauma on this account, so it's not worth it. I also don't know what these are for. But it's fine, I just won't use them. Do I have some? Oh yeah, look at all the sigils I have now. I don't know how I got 238. It was 228 like a few weeks ago, and I had already 100% of Dog Try like 4 days into it. So like, I don't know where they came from. This is literally all I've got, and I'm saving it for Durin, so yeah. I'm not using that on Nefa, unfortunately. Time is it? I'm 45. Yeah, I might just play Overwatch for a bit. Honestly. This is my new favorite title, by the way. You're gonna see it in a sec.